Good morning, Jeff. I'm so excited that you're here.
It's great to see you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. So I want to know, for me and for the viewers, what is the importance of the role of a Chamber of Commerce in any community?
Yeah, really to try to drive the economy, drive economic growth, encourage people to move here, encourage businesses to come here. Really, we're all about economic growth, so we're focused on that. So we do really North Central Indiana, Southwest Michigan. We want the whole region to grow, so we want people to move here and businesses to grow, new jobs to be created, help the economy thrive.
Which you're doing a great job with that. I mean, it seems like it's growing. So tell me about, there's a lot of residential growing right now. Tell me about that.
Yeah, probably record number of residential, in particular high density. If you're downtown Mishawaka, for example, you see the Mill next phase. You saw the Avalon recently completed, the Springs at Mishawaka up on the north side. Grandview will continue on Mishawaka's north side. In South Bend, you see development's going to start down around Memorial Hospital with the Madison Lifestyle District there. If you're down by Four Winds Field, you see Diamond View under construction. The Community Foundation has just announced new housing where the Housing Authority property is kind of between the Kroc Center and the ballpark. A couple new projects over closer toward the post office on the old Crow site downtown, another project. So really a ton of activity. So as a community, we're still recovering from the housing crisis of 2008. We didn't build enough units, and so there's a lot of high density residential happening right now. This helps fuel population growth and hopefully gives people, as they're coming here for new job opportunities, some nice places to live.
And that's exactly what it's done. So speaking of new job opportunities, with all the growth out on the west side of South Bend with the Amazon Center and the battery plant, talk to me about that and the impact that that's going to have on our community.
You know, Amazon Web Services in particular is the one that, if you haven't been out there, is amazing. They may build up to 30 buildings out there. These are data centers, they're not going to deliver boxes, so Amazon Web Services. And so they'll employ about 1,000 people when all is said and done. Right now, though, there's 5,000 to 6,000 people out there doing construction. And so there's a lot, that's having a tremendous economic impact on our community. When you think about hotels and such are seeing maybe one of their busiest years ever because of construction activity that's happening. GM is getting ready to ramp up their Synergy Cells project. This is their electric vehicle battery project that we've talked about for a long time, but finally has pulled permits and is pouring foundations, and the steel will soon be coming out of the ground. So there's some growing pains right now that go along with construction. At the end of the day, though, those two projects will bring almost 3,000 new jobs to our community. These are good paying jobs with nice benefit package and stuff, and then a lot of supporting uses that come along with it. So there's a lot of excitement about those. Certainly not just those. There's a lot of other projects happening. Microsoft is still working on a project on the east side of the county and kind of putting the pieces of that together. Another nice, significant capital investment, a good taxpayer, a good benefactor, we think, from the community, and some well-known names that help put us on radars that we might not be on otherwise.
Well, you know, I talked with Mayor Wood, and he said, we're the fastest growing region right now. I don't remember whether he said in the state or in the country, but it just seems like there's so much happening at the moment. You
know, we had a period of time where that wasn't the case. You know, if you think back 10, 15 years ago, we're on the dying city list, if you will. Things aren't going so well, but credit to a lot our elected officials, our private businesses, everybody pulling in the same direction to help make the community a better place. And so now we sort of we did the things necessary to attract these kind of investments. We've put the pieces in place from a quality of life and quality of place standpoint to make people want to move here and live here. So population is growing, new growth is kind of happening everywhere, and we're kind of excited about it right now.
How long have you been in this role?
15 years now, which is amazing. Time flies, but 15 years ago saw just a neat opportunity. Love my former assignment in Mishawaka was wonderful, but this has been a great way to serve the community. I'm really grateful for that opportunity.
What's the best thing that's happened since you've been in this role?
You know, I think it's really people working together. It's amazing what happens when we all work together and stuff. And so when we think less about South Bend versus Mishawaka versus Niles versus Buchanan versus Goshen or Elkhart, when we're all working together, pulling in the same direction, trying to drive economic growth here. And so I think we've made a lot of great strides in that space, probably unprecedented amount of cooperation that go across jurisdictional lines. That's really helped spur growth in the area.
I love it. Well, thank you for everything, and thank you what you've done to make just South Bend a great place to live.
Well, thank you. Thanks for all you do. I appreciate that.
Thank you. If you would like to learn more about the South Bend Regional Chamber and everything they do, just head over to sbrchamber.com, and don't forget to follow them on social media.